Nervous. I'm Trudy, in case anybody doesn't know. Um, oh, time's up. Gotta go. Uh, so, I don't want to focus a lot on the bad stuff, because it's just useless information, really. But I, too, have struggled with addiction my whole life, or had struggled with addiction my whole life. It wasn't just drugs, it was stupid relationships, unhealthy family. I'm the only one in my family that's saved, if that tells you anything. I keep trying, but when God reached out and grabbed me, this is really the testimony, is what he did. So I was in this terrible relationship, and the guy went to jail for domestic violence. It took me a lot to even be able to do that, to even call the law, because I wasn't a law caller. I always believed that you handled your business at home. That's how I was raised. And I got online to look up, how I could be the dutiful girlfriend, and I found the clergy, and I sent him a message, and I was like, I said, can you please find my boyfriend? He's there, and he's a God-fearing man, and oh, poor him, and can you please pray for him, and all this. Well, next morning, I got a phone call from the clergy, and he says to me, Trudy, I have no problem finding your boyfriend and praying for him, but I need to know what you want to do with your life. What are you going to let God do in your life? Because people that have normal relationships aren't in jail because they whipped up their girlfriend. And I was like, oh, well, he's on drugs and he's going to get clean. He was like, so what are you going to do to get clean? I was like, who told you I was on drugs? I didn't tell you that. He was like, come on now. And I said, all right, fine. So I hung up. He went, whatever. I was mad. I was fuming mad, like, how dare he accuse me of being on drugs? So he invited me to church, and he invited me to celebrate recovery, and I ignored that for quite a few weeks until the boyfriend went back to jail for the same thing. And here I am face to face with the clergy. He's like, are you done yet? Talking to me on the phone, are you done yet? I was like, all right. So I decided one Sunday morning, okay, fine, God. If you know what, if you're going to have this man telling me stuff about me, I'm going to go to church and find out what he's really doing. As soon as I walk in the door, and I was late because I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want nobody hugging me. I didn't want none of that fakeness rubbing off on me, because I was such a, whatever. And as soon as I walked in, he stops the band, he stops everything. He said, Trudy? I said, oh my God. He said, God told me you were coming, and I saved you a seat right up front. I said, oh, Lord, what have I gotten? I'm in a cult now. He knows my name. He knows, I've never met the man before in my life. Well, long story short, because I only have 6 minutes, I ended up just absolutely blossoming in there. That very day, God caught a hold of me, and I was like a dead flower that had been dried out for years. And just little by little, he started breathing life into me. People were coming up to me, and here comes all that fakeness, right? Hugging me and telling me they love me, telling me that God thinks I'm beautiful, and that I deserve so much more. And I'm like, how do you even know? But God knows everything, and he sends the people that we need to get us through there. So that was the beginning of my journey. In the next few months, I was baptized and saved, and my whole life has changed. And I've been clean 8 years now, been baptized. Yeah. I mean, because not that the enemy doesn't chase me, because he does. I was, just as I'm a good kingdom warrior, I was good for him too. So, but, I'm just really grateful that that one phone call, even though it was ridiculous and I was ticked off, caught me. God just reached out that and just, he knew that I needed that life breathed into me. And it was amazing. And I've been on it ever since. And there's been a lot of things that have happened. I could have turned my back and ran the other way so easy. But I know that God is the only thing that keeps me alive through things and keeps me afloat and keeps me sane and sober and just a hunger inside of me. And I constantly long for more, more, more. I long for that home that we've never been to. And that's how I know my soul belongs to the Lord. And I'm so grateful. That was, of course, in Lancaster, and now I'm here. And just a short story on that. I came here during COVID. I'm from here. I'm from the area, and my dad was here. And COVID was really rough being shut in because I was always that person that was doing outreach, doing this, doing that all the time. And then to go to nothing, I literally almost lost my mind. And again, the Lord saved me. And now I'm here, and it took me a little bit, but I found y'all, my people, and here we are, and I'm so grateful. And, you know, it's been a long, hard road, but I've never once had to walk alone. God has always been with me, and he shows me things, and he tells me things that, you know, just blow my mind, and I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for each and every one of you, and I'm grateful for this time, and that's all. Thank you.
All right, stand with me and let's give the Lord praise.